Fisher.
My question is to the Prime Minister. On the 31st of July, the Montville pharmacy in my electorate of Fisher was forced to close as a direct result of the increased costs of doing business and in anticipation of the commencement of Labor's community pharmacy
The member for Fisher
changes.
will resume his seat. Order. Members on my right, the Minister for Infrastructure and the Minister for Water and the Minister for Indigenous Australians. I've been pretty clear about listening to members and being heard in silence. Out of respect for the member for Fisher, he will begin his question again and there will be silence on my right. The member for Fisher has the call.
Prime Minister, on the 31st of July, the Montville pharmacy in my electorate of Fisher was forced to close as a direct result of the increased costs of doing business and in anticipation of the commencement of Labor's community pharmacy changes. Montville has also recently just lost its only doctor. Prime Minister, how will the people of Montville and rural and regional towns across the country obtain access to cheaper medicines when there are no community pharmacies left in the bush to dispense them?
Give a call to the Prime Minister. Order.
Thanks very much, Mr.
Members
Speaker.
on my left.
I note the nature of the question from the member opposite. These changes come in from September. But what he's saying is,
Order.
somehow.
Order. The member for Fisher has asked the question.
And they
I can't hear the Prime Minister.
And the changes also.
The member for Deakin and the member for Hume. I can't hear what the Prime Minister is saying.
The changes also, if he had followed the debate, he would know that just 1/3 of the changes come in September as well. And then there's a further change in March, I think, if that's correct, of next year.
Order.
And then a further change 6 months later
on. Groom.
And I myself have met with the Pharmacy Guild, along with other pharmacists in my own electorate about these issues. And that's why we're continuing to have discussions and why the Health Minister announced additional support as well for pharmacies as part of the program. It's important. It's important here.
The acting leader will cease ejecting, please.
It's important as well here to recognise that this is about making a difference on cost of living. The idea that you deliberately keep costs to consumers high as a conscious strategy, frankly, is one that I believe is indefensible. And that's why it was recommended to those opposite in 2018 that be the case. The fact is that this is about cheaper medicines for 6 million Australians. And if those opposite want to stand for more expensive medicines for 6 million Australians, then let them know that that is the case. 6 million Australians, people in cities, people in regions, will all pay for this policy. But yet again undermining the PBS, yet again pushing up the cost of living for millions of Australians, yet again the Liberal Party never missing a chance to try and make Australians pay more for the health care that they need.
Order.
Never missing a chance. We on this side will always stand up for help with the cost of living and will always be the party of cheaper medicine.